Hello, Danda here. Welcome back to the post game, Dragon Quest 4. One thing I didn't point out before is that if you were to save and end your game at Heaven's Haven, it would bring you back to Endor. And if you're wondering why this is the party that loaded up, this is the party that finished off Necrosaro. So, first thing I want to do is go ahead and put the team back together. Now, storyline-wise, we are right before having defeated Necrosaro. We have everything we did up to that point, including all the items I had used. And all the barriers are down. But now that we're in Chapter 6, there's something else we can do. Obviously, none of this would be here in the NES version. What I do is return to St. Dandasburg. To Laissez-Faire, a young man trained to be a guardsman. Oh, to keep an eye out for that. We also want to come up here and visit our old pal Rocky. Havre Leon. Doesn't anyone here want to be king? I'll be your king. I mean, it's already named after me. We may as well, right? And we talked to this guy, and I guess he just decided he wanted to be a king. Not really, but okay. Or a democratically elected president. And someone who wants to be a guard in Laissez-Faire. Yeah, private parts. Game. And those will be the final people we bring in, and if you notice from outside, it's a castle. Ireneria. It'll still show up as St. Dandasburg on our Zoom list, though. Pretty sure. Right? Yeah. Doesn't change names there. Now before we head inside, find a falcon blade. Now you could have gotten this at the very beginning, as soon as you got to Endor with Elena. It attacks twice per turn, and if you look at that attack power, it's up there with the Miracle Sword. I'm not going to use it, but it's there. It's only usable by Ragnar and Danda. I suppose that could be useful against Metal Slime enemies, so yeah, I guess I'll hold on to it. Oh, a baby coming. Oh, man. Yeah, you're the heavyweight champion of the world! And here we got a seat of agility. Awesome. Use that on the hero. Our agility's looking pretty good. That's with the Mercury bandana. What the? Oop. Sorry, brief technical problem as things fell from the desk. Huh, the Sultan's was released there, but more importantly, we found the next mini-medal. Now, you need 60 mini-medals to get the final prize, but there are 69 mini-medals. Yeah, very nice game. Throughout the game. Have I heard? No. War Mart. And in here you can buy a Dream Blade, Dragon's Bane. You can buy Miracle Swords. So if I have money left over, I'll probably get one of those for Torneko. That'd be pretty nice for him. But yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I already have one for the hero and for Ragnar, so yeah, I'm not gonna buy one. Flare Destruction hits all enemies, but it's not worth... It's not worth the Miracle Sword healing you're missing out on. Now, the Mighty Armlet increases your strength by quite a bit. And then we have the best piece of armor in the game for the ladies. It is armor that actually gives breath protection. It is obscene. So I'm going to pick up 3 of those. So that means I want... Well, let's just go ahead and liquidate everything left. So it's time to shed the old stuff. This is the final use for money. Let's see, Dream Blade can go. Don't need 2 Dragon Shields, but I'll hold on to it for now. Lightning Staff is past its use. Oh, we do want to swing by Zenithia, pick up our free Dew. That'll be helpful. Do the Dew. Let's see. We're done with the Golden Tiara. Magical Skirt is done. Oh, Local Evasion for 3,000 gold, I believe it was, earlier in the game. It lasts forever. It's pretty good. The Shimmering Dress, that goes. Without breath protection, it's really not worth holding on to. Cautery Swords. We all know we're friends now. We beat the final boss. We don't need to hold on to our complimentary Cautery Swords. Still have an Iron Shield just hanging around. And then we still have... Did I already dump off? With 32 more aprons to sell. And that's the last of everything from Talun's scenario back in Chapter 3. Yeah, it lasted quite a while. Oh, the final Cautery Sword. So it's better than the flowing dress. Most important thing is that Elena can wear it, which means she finally gets breath protection, which means she can finally be moved into the front row. And we're gonna get one as well for Mina, because the liquid metal armor, it doesn't have breath protection. Could we use a rest? Nah, we're fine. Anything to read? Don't worry, there's definitely worth upgrading your stuff here. Over here's another shop that sells the same stuff. You can buy Tempest Shields if you really want to. You can save over there. No, we've already heard the tale. He'll remind you about the pot in the southwest corner, which we've done. And over here we find the king, sitting in his 4-chair room here. And if you look closely, find another mini medal. Alright, that is number 55. We'll reach 60, don't worry. He says that, but I don't think... Yeah, we don't get a prince in this place. Hey, Snowy. That's probably a reference to slime racing in later games. But certainly not here. And there's mini medal 56 and 57. Over there was where the king was hanging out. There's a lot to explore around these parts. Which is good, because this is the final place. Well, not the final place. Head all the way upstairs, and we find Elvis. Do it my way. But yeah, we're searching for his heart as well. And Strio Louse is here, thinking more about that. Yeah, it'd be quite the encounter if I actually found someone else who plays this game in the States, but alas. Now, the way you're supposed to find this there's gonna be a sub-basement hidden somewhere. Yeah, so right behind this is the front stairwell. While you're doing your shopping, you could notice that the stairs are a little long. And head down here. Yeah, we'll take the hit. We'll find a ruby of protection. Get that defense boost. Anyone still holding a prayer ring? No? I'll just put this in the bag. That is better than the fishnet stockings. A mirror shield. Awesome. It's good. That little extra damage is not bad. But Kira already has one, so what are you gonna do? An empty chest? Sultan Farog, Sultan Frog. And the reason you don't want to buy that last miracle sword, there's one in the basement. But now Torneko gets to pretend like he's helping. An even more sub-basement. Hey there, Zach. Yeah, it was pretty painful to... Yeah, it was pretty painful to find a chest that was empty. There's Mini Mel 58. You could have been at 60 by now, but I passed up some for thematical reasons and just to keep things succinct. Here we find a meteorite bracer. So even if you didn't go through the casino at all, you could still get one of these in the postgame. So Maya already has one. I want to give the other one to Kirill. Make absolute sure that Kirill goes first. Yeah. Actually no, because he has the goddess ring on for now. Oh, for now that'll go on me, because I'm the only one we're controlling. And for now, hold on to that, will you, Elena? Anything down this well? Hey, we found Mary Curie. So that's everything we can find down here. Let's see how the frog's doing now that we've released both his heart and his soul. And our temporary setups here. And Sparky's here too, yeah. Sultan Frog. And if you talk to him twice, you get a little token. Mini Metal 59. And that's it. Howdy, y'all. Done gone and turned to a big old castle. Ain't much I can do about that now. I'm back to my little old shack. You might see me once in a while. You hear? Don't be strangers. So long, partner. Yeah, you wanted to make a big old fine city, but instead you made another monarchy that has a king and a sultan and a princess. Not quite sure how all that works together, but... Now, what's left to do here in the post-content? Be a heart-stopping hero. That clear level 30. Impossible missionary. Oh, nice. I never realized this before. The battle records, it splits up between how long it took you to beat the game and what you've been doing afterwards. Neat. Now, I don't know how you're supposed to know to go here, but if you go to the azimuth, you give me back that leaf. Actually, before we do this, I did say I wanted to go to Zenithia. I want my free due. We're going to need it. I know that. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. We're gonna dump off the extra money in the vault. So I ended up with 160,000 more than necessary, but... I feel like that was pretty close to ideal. Alright, so now we want to head back to the azimuth. No one says anything else because plot-wise we are right before beating a Necrosaro, or Sorrow the Manslayer. What is the meaning of this? Huh. There's a hole here. We could fall down the hole into another dungeon where we don't have access to our buddies. So make sure you're ready when you come in here. Suppose I should have given the miracle sword to Kirill. You can't rotate the camera in here. There are enemies down here. Alright, everyone get back to being wise. We're not fighting the final boss at this point. And we're gonna fight a bunch of new enemies. We have Demon Thunderer. So this cave here should do well to get us back up to curve. I hope. Because we're already almost 10 levels behind. I consulted GameFAQs after the last session, and ow. Every guide recommends to be around level 37 for the end of the game. And over here we find the next mini medal, number 60. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna leave. We just started, and I want to show this off. Now there are no more rewards after this, so you could hunt the other 9. It's nice that they give you more than necessary. Alright, so the Gingham Whip. It's a weapon that attacks all enemies at once. And the ladies can wear it. Now, it has really good attack power, but even Elena can wear it. So against a single target, the Falcon Knife Rays would be better. But against a group of enemies, the Gingham Whip would be amazing. Enough so that I'm going to tag her in for this next part. Yeah, why am I holding the magma staff? Get out of here with that. Alright, so we're gonna bring Ragnar and Elena into this next section. I'm gonna take the Goddess Ring because I'm gonna be the healer now. We're holding onto the Dragon Shield in case there are enemies with breath attacks. I'm leaving the dragon equipment on Ragnar. For breath attacks in the back row, I could switch them out as needed. You don't need 2 of them on your person though. And yeah, we'll leave the whip be. Elena hasn't been used in a long time, so it's gonna be nice to see her, give her some screen time here. Only a couple levels behind everyone else. Alright, new enemy, Vis Major. But everyone here is pretty dangerous. Now that she has the Angel Leotard, she's reducing damage from breaths. I'm not so worried about these Dragoners doing that. Ow. 60 damage to Ragnar because he's not wearing the Dragon Shield. So I'm going to need to change that over. If two people fall asleep, I'll use cock-a-doodle-doo. Every single fight here is going to be like a boss fight at this level. There may be some grind necessary. There's a certain level I want Mina to reach. Maya's practically invincible sitting there though with her liquid metal shield and her angel leotard. Alright, so I want to toss the Staff of Salvation over to Elena. Have her do the healing as necessary. Have him go ahead and put on the Dragon Shield. And a new enemy, Dragwar. Yeah, look at that damage. Coming through here, the whip is totally worth it. Now, I believe this place is called the Fungeon, like a fun dungeon. And the 61st mini-medal. Shelligator, new enemy. Note that Elena, her base agility is higher than Xanda with the Meteorite armband. Yeah, we have an upgraded Mimic, the Pandora's Box. I was pretty lucky that he only physically attacked. He could have caused the ruckus with whack and thwack. Nuts. Unlike the other Mimic-type enemies, he doesn't suffer from low MP. That looks pretty important. The new enemy, Periwinkle. Periwinkle? I don't know what color Periwinkle's supposed to be, but that's a Periwinkle. Nice. And they haven't felt the need to heal Maya, so each their own. Here we fight a strength ring. Okay. We have better things already, but I guess we just toss that in the bag. You can buy mighty armlets in a mandatory place to get here, but alright. Yeah, moving the Staff of Salvation over to away from Ragnar means Ragnar will now continue pummeling the enemy and healing himself. I think we might actually be better putting Elena in the back. Maya's pretty sturdy. If you were controlling her, it would be wise to switch between the falcon earrings and the whip. Here, where they're all in different groups, that would be a pretty good one to switch back to the earrings. Yeah, using stop spell on Maya just means she gets another time to heal the whole group. Here, a new enemy, Octofont. Or maybe we could have seen them outside. They're pretty vanilla. They have a lot of HP, but you cook a fish. And another Yggdrasil leaf. Awesome. Oh, I'm not wearing the meteorite bracelet. Right, goddess ring for that, and falcon blades in case we come across any metal slime enemies. Suppose I could put the... Yeah, you hold that for now. Now that we've gotten over that little hump of the first battle that was pretty tough, everything here is looking a little bit easier. At least until we run into that guy again. Yeah, that wizard with the two dragon buddies. One of the toughest encounters in here. Terminator. Gotta love that name. Now, you might notice with the whip, it's dealing less damage to each enemy down the line. So keep that in mind. But it always goes from left to right. It's not random who she targets first in the group. And Pakutas, they're pretty bland, they're pretty weak. I think we could run into them in the ocean outside if we meandered around long enough. Hoping I can reach like level 35 before we get where we're going. And new enemy, Bloody Hand. Bloody Hand can bring friends. More enemies we haven't seen before. Cerberus. Plus Cerberus had 3 heads, but gotta take what you can get. These battles, while a bit tedious, they're really good for XP, because you're getting experience for every new enemy that pops on the field. Alright, we got it. Quick dogs. Faster than Elena. And our buddy the demon spawn. Very kind of him to show up by himself. Why Maya's not using Boom is beyond me, but maybe because she knows 2 whips can kill it? And we've seen these guys before. So if you ever wondered what it looks like to the enemies when we come walking up to them, oh no, Ragnar's magic. A seed of agility, awesome. Go ahead and chew on that. And a Bulldog. He is a stronger cousin of Lucifer. Yeah, these guys. Wow, he actually hit them all with the whip. Maybe the whip bypasses their evasion check. That would make it even better. We were looking at everyone's attack power. Yeah, 316 on that whip versus Ragnar's 286 on the Miracle Sword. I don't remember which way to go for this intersection. We'll just go left. Oh, that looks like progression. Go right. We need the experience anyway. Okay, here's just the next mini medal number 62. I believe there were one or two that I overlooked as Sasquatch on the Stairway to Zenithia. And that's definitely worth wandering around looking for because you can find metal slime enemies there. So in here, we have a house and a well. And what a big house it is. Oh boy, look at this. Getting flashbacks to another game. Look down the well, and there's nothing. And what the same thing. If this one is an inn, a very cheap inn considering where we are. Sure. And down the well, take a damn it, and there's another mini medal, number 63, that we found. Something new about you. I don't know what that means. And there are passageways everywhere. We're gonna head through here and find 1,200 bucks, sure. Not that we're gonna use that money. I suppose if we really wanted to. There's a money sink at some point coming up. But first, some drag wars. I like that they made a background for like every area of the game. Here we find a Seed of Magic. Awesome. We'll want to give that to Kirill next time we see him. I just need to open every door, I'm sorry. Can't not do it. Ruh-roh. So I want to use the Zenithian shield this time. In case he tries to throw a whack my way, it'll bounce back and at least not hit us. Nuts. Okay, so he's out of MP. He's gonna start draining it from us so he can do it again. Bounce doesn't stop you. Alright, I took that MP back. Nice. He's trying to take out Maya. Alright, we got lucky there. 2 casts, 2 revives. We saw in an earlier episode that is not how it usually goes. Yeah, for $40 we'll rest here again. And that looks important. And now it's very hot. I like land bridges. We have a new enemy, Prism Peacock. What an enemy! Look at that guy. That's why I want to get rid of him. So Prism Peacock, he can throw Kassizzle at this point. That's not a threat. If there was a whole bunch of them, yeah. Alright, we learned a new spell, Omni Heal. Now, everyone would probably, most people would probably tell you want to be at least level 32 for the final boss. Minimum, Omni Heal heals everyone to full. You don't use it in battle, but it heals everyone to full. It costs like 20 MP or something like that. Very expensive, but it's so good. And we're going to be using it a lot. Just show that off there. It's full heal for everybody. Now, a lot of things down here are resistant to fire magic, so you could bring Bray through here. But I would probably bring Mina instead of Maya. Just so that Mina could be force-fed some experience. Alright, Maya learned could Frizzle. That's essentially the Fire 3 spell. Frizz. Frizzle, Ka-Frizzle. And we find another death mask. We didn't use the first one, but here's the second one. You wear it and it confuses you. Now you could put that on, let him be confused, and every I don't think it keeps you confused. I think you can cure the confusion, so that could be a strategy. Use a Lucida Shard to cure his confusion. Then he just has massive defense. I feel like you have more important things to do on the opening round of a fight, though. Like crowd control, and buffs, and debuffs. Yeah, here's the big hit from him. Yeah, look at that damage. With all my breath protection. But we're gonna go ahead and use Omni Heal. Even though everyone used their turn for that. It's full heal for everybody. Server rough. And we fought a whole bunch of these guys before. They're pretty vanilla. They hit. But our defense is fine. Where's the dragon mail? I had an extra dragon mail. Where'd it go? There it is. You want to trade that out for the Zenithian armor. I'm gonna start gearing up my breath protection. And a new enemy, Testuroger. He has those big shields, he will use them. But because there's a good chance of defending, I'm just gonna take out the wyverns first. If two people fall asleep, I'll go ahead and wake them up. looked like I got turned around there, but we're fine. And we pick up a pair of elevating shoes. I'm not sure what these do. Okay, you wear them, it increases your luck, and you get experience every time you take a step. Sure, for now, go ahead and put those on. Ragnar's hitting plenty hard at the moment. Those guys are vulnerable to most things. They're just very beefy. We have enough breath protection that we can shrug off most breath attacks at this point. Except for the really big ones, like from the peacock. Plus 10 agility on Elena. Nice Seed of Life. I'm gonna give that one to the hero. And a new enemy, Lucifer. Not sure what they're going for with that, but isn't that just a handsome enemy? Fortunately, I can count on the quick ladies there to do a lot of the healing for me. So Ragnar and I can keep pushing forward. Even though we're not agreeing on who the target should be. Demon Thunderer. Take a guess at what he does. Well, he can also choose to do next to nothing, so that's good. And he can use a Thunder spell that does quite a bit of damage. Take the first set of stairs first to find a Cobra Claw. It can poison an enemy, and it has, like, okay attack. It's still, I still want to say it's not better than the Falcon Knife Earrings. And it's certainly not better than the Whip. Shake of the screen is a nice touch. Nuts. Yeah, we're fine. So we have protection against snooze, but it's not guaranteed. It's just that's a resistance. And there's nowhere else to go except down. Now this part, it's not fun. What's out here? Out here's the way forward, so we want to head back inside, and here there are there's a hidden walkway that you just have to guess and check and a new enemy, Div. Just Div. I wouldn't even say die, just Div. These guys, they're pretty tough, but nothing we can't handle. Well, I mean, unless Elena wants to kill her defenses like that. You know what? She asked for that. So this is why I have the Meteorite Bracer. I can put this on and then immediately cast Omni Heal. Hey, good fortune all around. So what I want to do is I want to walk all the way down here. So that chest in the very center, that's just a Pandora's box. There's nothing in there worth getting. Hey, look at this guy. How are you, handsome? I'm gonna equip this and this. Give it a shot. Ah, you missed. Maya had a chance, but she missed. They are insanely fast. So if you want to go fight that, you just walk down the stairs there. So there's a path up here. And where is it here? I'm trying to remember. Right? If you walk off, you'll fall off and have to go all the way back around. This guy again. Well, that's not great. Nice. Yeah, when Maya feels like it, she can do a lot of damage. here, left, and what is it? It's up, left, down, left, up. Yeah, as obtuse as possible. Okay, well, goodbye. On your way. And we get a Robo Serenity, something that we didn't use when it gave it to us way, way back when, and we're not going to use it now. So, yeah, well, you can't win them all. And hey, the wagon's here. Let's take that Seed of Magic. Give that to... I want to give that to Mina. Oh, someone's out here. Hey, how you doing? We should do that. And take this, you know, pocket change at this point. How do you go? Go and see him. Hey, how's it going? So yeah, let's definitely want to do that. We want to confess. Now, Mina hasn't learned the spell I want her to learn, but if we can now zoom here. It says the Pinnacle Chapel. Well, we're going to try it this way. There's not a great chance that this is going to work out in our favor. But we'll give it a shot. I'll take that Yggdrasil leaf. Put on your armlet. Where'd the bandana go? Who's holding the bandana? You are. I'm switching back to the dragon males for the breath protection. Maximum breath protection possible. And for the backups, well, they're gonna do their best. If we need to be at a higher level for this part, we will find mini metal number 64. Howdy, Nucifer. Now, the Pinnacle did not give us a full heal, so we're going to explore a bit. Zoom somewhere to heal, and then zoom back to the chapel. Especially since we are rocking the wagon right now. We are rocking the wagon? No, we're not. Huh. For some reason I thought the wagon came with us into this part. There's a new enemy, Juggler. Oof. What a hit. Well, in that case, let's go ahead and tag Mina in so she can get that experience while we explore. She's wearing the Staff of Divine Wrath. Really the best weapon we have for you, huh? Although she can wear the liquid metal sword. Kriel will just kind of loan that to Mina for a little bit. Three of us can bring one down, so that's good. Level 27, Mina. There you go, Mina. We got a ways to go to get you to where we need you to be. Alright, we'll explore bottom right first. Often wanted a grave a miracle would happen. And here we find a demon spear. The demon spear, it's not cursed, it just has a really low accuracy, and if it connects, it's a critical hit. So it's pretty good for metal slime farming. If you're controlling Ragnar, you put that on him and swing at a metal slime, and you could get one. I'll have him hold it. That'd be thematically correct. Hey, how's it going? Oh, he loves cooking. Don't eat my food. Yuck. Is this what you're cooking with? Or did this what happened to the people who ate your cooking? Oh, he's sleeping. Shh, he's sleeping. Boxer swords. Great. Toss that in the bag. Oh, I'm not at the point where I want to put the bandana on yet. Got stuck there for a moment. And the new enemy, Seesaw. So Mina has the best breath protection I can give her right now. She has the Angel Leotard, she has an Iron Shield. We'll work on getting her more breath protection. But she needs a few levels before that'll happen. Yeah! See, if Maya would do that more, these battles wouldn't take as long. She feels the need to... She feels the need to sap every enemy. There's not much else we can give her. Incinerator. Incinerated. And another mini medal, maybe level 65. Or more scattered throughout the game somewhere. It's not very important. The top treasure is at 60, so. Compared to Kriel, Mina gets the short end of the stick on most things. But she gets one spell that makes her really good. But she doesn't get it for quite a while. I don't know why the AI is not focusing down the big boy, but... How would you cast full heal on him? The AI is the weirdest when it comes to Mina and Cristo, Hero. They're the same person. And a new enemy, Croaked King. Your Highness. My mana. Maelstrom. So, Maelstrom is a very, very powerful attack that I don't think anyone else in the entire game even has. With our magic protection, it did 160 each person. And 3 groups, 3 seesaws. But yeah, the Croaked King is the only one that can use Maelstrom in the game. He is very dangerous. So you want to drop him first. The AI didn't agree with that, but... Another Kerplunk Bracer. It's there. I'll have it on my person in the boss fight. As if that's a spoiler that there'll be a boss. Getting all this gear, some of it really good, some of it not so helpful. Of course there's gonna be a boss in the post-game. So this is going to take a few passes to get everything out of this part, but we have Pinnacle Chapel to zip back to when we've reached the end of a level, of a section. All this will do well for getting Mina up to speed. We're still, even the hero is still 5 to 8 levels behind the curve of where the game expects you to be. The Fungeon is quite large. It's just a basic mimic, but still managed to get that kill. Snuck one in before we got him. And you can't rotate the camera here, by the way. Stop walking around like a drunk, hero. Alright, new enemies. Toger and a Well-Wisher. There's a Dragon Quest game where you can just fight these guys like way early in the game and they destroy you. Ow. It's a really good name. It's a toga wearing ogre. And when Mina runs out of MP, she'll just use the liquid metal sword. It's not bad. He's just here to absorb number. And here we find the recovery ring. Every time you take a step, you get some more health back, so... it's as good as the Ruby Protection, so you may as well equip it. You're holding a lot of stuff you're not using. Put the flowing dress away. Free recovery, same as the MP recovery. Yeah, it's post-game. It keeps going for a while. And another Pandora's box. Bringing Bray is not a bad idea, so you can know these are coming. I like to take my chances. Push my luck. I got pretty lucky. 0 for 2 on wax. Alright, Maya, finally using her frizzles. And unlike later Dragon Quest games, you don't get anything for defeating those guys. Except small amounts of experience and nothing to make up for the deaths. Alright, we find a second Demon Spear. That's... why would they give you 2, but when only Ragnar can use it? I don't know. A couple of Togers. Gotta watch out for them. They have a critical hit that can deal 200 plus damage. So at this point, yeah, this will be more beneficial. Give her the Sage's Stone and put her on healing focus. And you get a Ruby Protection, even though they just gave you something that has the exact same defensive power, but toss it in the bag. Fortunately, Danda there and Ragnar can really take a hit. Can really give a punishing. Guess we should be lucky they're wearing togas, because they could be dangerous if they had armor on. They just like to be comfortable. Can you blame them? Alright, and we reached the end of the area. We don't want to come here just yet, so keep this in mind for later. Where's this a zoom place? No? Okay. We'll head back. Mina hasn't collected all the numbers she needs yet for this area. If you evac anywhere in the Fungeon, it brings you all the way back to the Azimuth. Which is fine, because Pinnacle Chapel doesn't have an inn. So now we have some other paths to take in the Fungeon, force some numbers into Mina, and the rest of the party, because we're still horribly underleveled. Never mind what you saw in there. Don't worry about it. It wasn't real. The Miracle Swords are obscene. The fact that they let you buy them in the post-game is so good. So even if you didn't do the mini-medals and didn't get the free one, you would have gotten one anyway from the barrier bosses. Then you could get the free one in the basement. And this time we'll take the top right path, and it loops you right around to here. Oh no. Yeah, we kind of saw the dream. Zaro kind of lost his mind over it. Turned into the evil of all beings. Suppose I could have done the shorter paths here first, but I wanted to force some more numbers in the Mina by making me walk that path again. And that one chest we missed along the way was a free Angel Leotard. I guess I could have held off on buying one until now, but they're just so good and we're overflowing with cash. Well, not overflowing, we have 160,000. Head back up, see if we can't force some more numbers into Mina. I think she needs just a couple more levels. Be able to do the thing we're looking for her to do. The encounter right here is certainly high enough it's possible we'll get her up there. And we could run into more metal enemies. You never know. There more enemies we haven't encountered yet. Shell boys are remarkably resilient, all in all. Alright, Mina. Alright, and she learned the spell we were looking for, Insulatal. When she uses that in combat, it'll reduce all breath attacks by half. It is obscenely good. What I want to do is I want to get out of here. We got her the numbers we needed. And there was one thing I didn't show off in Pyreneria, St. Danisburg, in our hearts and our souls. We're gonna head in here. Down the back way. I didn't walk down this way. We were looking for an endgame sink for our cash. Well, there's another casino here. The games, I believe, are the same for poker and or the slots. Big thing is that I need a momentary interruption while you look at these. Okay, and we're back. Yeah, when someone knocks on the door, you have to answer. So you can buy kamikaze racers, magical skirts. They're a little too late, sadly. The Thalian staff, we found one of those. It's a staff of jubilation. You can use it and make an enemy laugh. They lose a turn. It's alright. The Ra's Mirror, those imposter enemies that turned into us, it's just kind of a relic item from other Dragon Quest games that use it. you could use it and it changes them back, but The Gospel Ring is like the Moogle Charm in Final Fantasy VI. It's a relic, you wear it, your luck goes up, but more importantly, you get no enemies. Encounters. So that could be helpful. And we have the Liquid Metal Helm, which you could buy, but they're way too expensive. 100,000 apiece. It'd be really good for like Mina, getting Torneko, and everyone could use it really well who can equip it, but I just wanted to show that off, that this is an option. Hey, Dolly. Just got in the mood there. I wonder if that's true, if they had different odds for whatever reason. Oh, it's just 2 poker tables. No Coliseum here. It's an oddly specific number. That'll give me all that money, 6,000 tokens. Not quite at what you need for anything useful, but it's there. But walk around like a drunk, Maya. We have the spell we need. What we need is Mina to actually use the spell, and we'd be in good shape. Now, we're still way behind on levels from where we should be, but I think if the AI is even halfway smart about it, I think we could do just fine with this setup. Like, no one else is wearing anything we want to pass over, so... Although I would want her to have a meteorite bracer as well. Since we have the 2 we got from the casino, and we have the 1 that we won. The 1 that we found. 1, that's 2, where's the 3rd one? Alright, now we go for the end. Which will be the first path we took. We're just gonna retrace our steps. Fight some Nucifers. Any more numbers we can absorb, the better. Even if she only starts the battle with Insulatal. It's not Insulatal, but it puts up a status effect on all allies, and if she'll use it, then we'll be in really good shape. If the AI is not programmed to use Enceladal, we might be in danger of needing way more levels. Oh boy, Crooked King. Alright, so I want to throw up Bounce in case he uses it right away. This is the guy that, if you missed it before, he can cast... He's the only one in the game that can cast the Maelstrom spell. There, that one. It deals obscene amounts of damage. Last time he waited quite a few rounds to use it. This time, not so much. Uses it twice. Wow. What a guy. Not the most ideal start to the dungeon. The Fungeon, but... basic enemies, good to see them. After that showing, really easy to get stuck on just tiny bits of the geometry around here. When you're not stopping to grab the treasure and taking extra steps for more encounters, this area goes a lot faster. And a new enemy, Hijinks, that we are going to decline fighting since they didn't notice us. So here's our setup for this part. Dragon Mails for breath defect protection. I'm going to start with the Kerplunk Bracer before moving to the Meteorite Arm Bracer. I have the Sands of Time in case things go horribly wrong. Notice the wagons here, so everyone is here that can... Everyone will be able to participate. We have the Mighty Armlet equipped. Well, everyone pretty much has something they can wear and do, and... Where'd the Mercury bandana end up? I want that on Bray. I put it in the bag. Or I give Bray a Kerplunk Bracer. If he does pop out, he'll probably die, and we can use that to revive everyone else. Oh, there it is. Have you wear that. You don't need a weapon, Kirill, because if you're out front, I don't want you swinging your weapon. Same as Maya, but Miracle Swords are better. I have a prayer ring around here somewhere, right? I can use. For magic water. Hey, how's it going? Eggs are excellent. I don't care what you say. Eggs are definitely better than chickens. Your brains would be scrambled, just like the rest of you. Chickens are infinitely better. Boo! I wouldn't expect a foul-mouthed heathen like you to understand the exquisite beauty of eggs as I do. Egg Foo Young, Chow Mein. Clock, you really are an egghead through and through, aren't you? If there were no chickens, there'd be no eggs, would there? So chickens would be superior. Are you completely cuckoo? If there were no eggs, there'd be no chickens. That's the way of it. What? What? Oh, unfortunate timing. What do you think is more honorable, the chicken or the egg? The right answer is the chicken. Oh, the right answer is the egg. The chicken, right? No. Yes, I'm a comedy hen. The egg, no. There's no yolk anymore. It's the chicken. Time to fight it out. For boss time. Fu Young and Chow Mein. All I can do is hope that Mina uses Insulate, and we'll see why. Oh, you definitely want to focus down Fu Young first. He's the more powerful of the two. Ow. That's why we want her to hopefully use Insulate, but sadly she did not. How do we get her to use Insulate? Buy wisely? Will that do it? Ow. So if he... If Chow Mein musters strength, you probably want to have the person in front defend. Because the first person is going to take a big hit. So yeah, let's go ahead and rewind the clock. You know, we're only 7 levels behind-ish where the game expects you to be. Even level 40 would be hard. Like, I've seen people have problems with these guys up in the 50s. Ow. The AI may not ever use Insulate, which means we'll need way more levels. Don't be afraid to use Omni Heal here. What that's gonna do is that's gonna stop our physical attacks from going through. Which means Ragnar is probably gonna miss. Yeah. Oh well, I was supposed to bring out the Zenithian sword for this part. Oh well. Even with the bracers, Chow Mein is still faster than us. That's not the super fire attack, so that's good. Nuts. Well, hopefully Mina will bring Ragnar back. Good. If you were controlling your buddies, Insulate will cut that big breath attack in half. You could use Big Bray out and use Oomph on Danda and Ragnar. Along with Sap, you'll be doing 250 damage a hit. Ow. sometimes we get lucky and get off our attacks first. Ow. Nuts. Alright, at this point, we want to tag some people out. Good. So, you want to make sure you have a Lucida shard. Ow. For this. Okay, good. For that purpose, but really in this first fight against them, you're not really going to have a chance to use it all that often. They have, I think, like a couple thousand health. They're pretty tough. The first one's gonna be the hardest to get through, absolutely. So note that Chow Mein there, he's mustering straight, so he's probably gonna do his roundhouse kick, so we're gonna defend. Okay, he didn't, but he usually does. At least in my experience. Nuts. And not quite fast enough to get off attacks before them, even with the Meteorite Bracer equipped. Good hit, Ragnar. Nuts. That leaves Torneko. Keeps mustering. I'm expecting that roundhouse. Alright, that's what we're waiting on. His defense to drop so we can continue the assault on Wu Young. For whatever reason, they've changed their priorities over to Chow Mein, but finally, Wu Young's down, so this is going to get a lot easier. It's still very possible we'll die here, but without that giant ice attack. Ow. See, this time he mustered and then used his roundhouse kick. He mustered again, so I want to defend again. Yeah, there it goes again. The first person gets hit with almost over 200 damage. And that is why you don't want to bother with claws for Elena. Look at that damage. Oof, Torneko. Alright, we got him. They give less experience than a Metal King slime, but they give experience. So whoever survives it does improve. No cash. Quite exciting, all fired up and enthusiastic. Excuse me, I was gonna say exactly the same thing. Now, I would not take them on at the levels I just did. That was ridiculous that we managed to beat them on the first try. Something extraordinary will have happened now. Sure as eggs are eggs, somewhere out there's a tree upon which mysterious flowers just blossomed. We should be grateful to eggs in Fuyang forevermore. Be thankful to chickens in chow mein forevermore. Waka, what are you still doing here? You want your egg on your face. Now to get out of here easier. Now I am going to use the Yggdrasil leaf on Mina. I have a reason for that. Not the dew, we didn't need that. We didn't run out of mana. Not until the end of the fight. You want to find the exit back to the world? Then climb the stairs and fire yourself into the crater. He cracks himself up, the egg guy does. If you like puns, you can really enjoy this. I don't know how this works, but a very brave horse. Hey, we're back up on the surface. Now they mentioned where we should go next. A couple people mentioned it, actually. So we want to zoom on back to... Oh, you don't have enough MP for zoom. I want to go to Mintos. There was a picture of a flower. Someone said that we talked to that the Yggdrasil tree, the leaf of the world tree, has a mysterious flower that blooms once every 1,000 years, and it can create miracles at graves. I'm sure it's just a rumor, but maybe we should check it out. This only becomes available after you defeat Chow Mein and Fuyang. Now this time we don't have to bring 3 people upstairs, so... An intoxicating smell coming from the top of the tree. And there's your clue that something just changed up top. So we have our team, we're already set up, so we may as well just bring these guys up top. There's the dungeon where you don't have access to the reserves. And this is why I went ahead and used that leaf, rather than go heal and then blah blah blah. You get a free leaf here, as long as you don't have one in your party. And that was my last leaf, so there you go. Had I used the dew, then I would have picked up another dew at this point from Zenithia, but I did end up needing it. At this point, the enemies here should be a laugh. So after that boss fight, we take a little breather. Yeah, I went through like 3 Kerplunk bracers. They're pretty good in the right situation. Like using Bray or Tordek, like it wouldn't be bad to put him on like Tordeko, since his job is just probably to die, take up a hit or 2, die, and then heal everybody else. Sadly, Taloon is not the best in this version. Right, gonna go all the way around. And since we can actually replenish our supply of the Kerplunk bracers, or is it just the Kamikaze bracers at the... I think it was just the Kamikaze bracers that when you die, you take all the enemies with you, which obviously wouldn't work on a boss. But it's totally worth it using against those guys, especially if you're low level like this. Ragnar is almost up there where... just habit to press the talk button. Gotta refrain from doing that here. Here, give the elevating shoes to Ragnar. Let somebody gain some extra experience. One step at a time for one experience would... If it's one step for one, I suppose if you were very patient, you could wander around for a long time and get something out of it. I have patience problems. That's why we're at such low level. Now that fight could have been a lot easier had Mina decided to use Insulate at the start. If you were controlling her, you could have definitely have used it. Now, you might see something on the top screen there, if I hadn't gotten into a battle immediately as soon as it came on frame. And cook him, please, thank you. Alright, a new spell, Kazap. That's zap against all enemies. I believe it in a group? Or maybe it just made all enemies, period. Like in the picture, there was... Game. Thank you. Found an Yggdrasil flower. Alright. Right, you can't walk off of here, but there's a new enemy. Freeze flies and a King Cure Slime. The freeze flies, they die. They can cast ice spells. King Cure Slime, I believe he can cast multi-heal. So you'd want to target him down first. Right, you can't fall off in this version. Let's have Taloon look at the flower. The rarest of flowers that blooms once every millennium. Would you look at that? This is only the flower of the legendary Yggdrasil tree. Just have it in my hands, give me a nice warm glow inside. So who should we revive? We could bring someone back from the dead, that said. Like we could bring it back to our hometown, revive our girlfriend, maybe our parents. I guess both our actual parents are alive, but the ones who raised us. That'd only be right, huh? But no, there's someone else we want to revive. I don't know how you're supposed to know this, but if you bring it back to Rosa's grave here... Aww, that's so sad. Where we found the Seed of Magic before. Hey, she's alive. Yeah, I mean, we've already killed him once, but... Hey, more party members. Now, Rose is not an actual party member. She's not even a guest party member. She's just following us around, like the wife in Chapter 1 or the dog in Chapter 3. She's just the 5th member walking, trailing behind. And I guess for limitation purposes, for the party, no one in Zenithia says anything different, but Sparky's gone, I guess to make room for Rose here following us. We want to do that, we want to head back to the end of the game. Now that we have Rose, we're just gonna head up there, and just in case, let's make sure we're ready. Yeah, absolutely. We beat the boss, Egg Foo Young and Chow Mein, at insanely low levels. I thought we were gonna bounce off, and then I go do some more grinding, but there's a pretty good grind spot. We just didn't have to show it off. Maybe if Mina gets more levels, she'd be... So this is the party I want to bring. Everyone's wearing something, right? Alright, your thing blew up, so you don't have a... Let's get you something. And I put the Zenithian sword away. You're holding onto it, right? Yeah. Can I have that back? Thank you. Just get all prepped up since we're heading back to the final boss. Sorrow, the Manslayer. I will leave the armlet on. Not hurting anybody. Now, plot-wise here in Chapter 6 of the game, we are right before we had walked up to the final boss. Everything else is exactly the same. The treasure's gotten. The barriers are down. Knight Rider's chasing after us. If we're traveling through here, I'll put the whip on. For single targets, the Falcon Knife is better, but the Gringham Whip that we got from the Mini Metal King, it's really powerful for groups of enemies. Like these, Dragooners. This will be a decent time to show off our new spell, Kazap. Thunderbolt on all enemies. Yeah, almost 200 damage to all enemies. It costs a lot of MP. 15, but it's totally worth it. Right, this is just a treasure room. Never mind. Take the elevator. Up there is the Sage's Stone. I'm used to coming through here collecting all the treasure on the way. We've gotten a few levels, we got some more powerful gear. Elena actually has breath protection this time from the Angel Leotard. Yeah, I think we could handle him way easier than we did the first time at level 30. I wonder if the battle records reflect anything there. Yeah, the top screen is the information from before we beat the boss, and the bottom is where we are now. We're a heart-stopping hero. We have a little bit of rotation on the camera here, not too much. Alright, now that we're here, just in case, let's go ahead and blow the horn. So what if Rose can't talk him down? What if we gotta beat him up a bit first for Rose to be able to get through to him? Alright, everyone here, head on in. And Sorrow the Manslayer. Oh man, it's the same thing he said before. We're gonna have to fight. Voice. Just cry on his big feet. Ahoy? Oh! Blightman pirate! Oh, I totally just call her young elf girl every time. It's the only way to properly refer to someone. Yeah, Amon's the real bad guy. No, I guess they're gonna leave now. Travel it with me. This is why you do post-game content. Sorrow the Manslayer, part of our party. He is no guest, he is no follow-along like Rose will continue to be. The reason Sparky left the party so that we have room for the master of monsters himself, Sorrow. He comes with a Falcon Blade. If you didn't find that one or what have you, it's there. Now, as a demon, it's helpful. He also starts at level 35 regardless. So he's actually up there with the highest level of our party, which is obscene. He's supposed to be several levels behind and playing catch-up. He comes with a ridiculously good set of spells. Crackle, which is Ice 3 against all enemies. Kaboom, which is Boom but stronger. Explosion Elemental. Full Heal, Multi-Heal, Dragon Slash. Hatchet Man, which is just a basic attack that has, I think, like a 3/8 chance of a critical hit. Kasap, lower all enemies' defenses. Kasnooze. Harvest Moon, I don't know what Harvest Moon does. Evac, Zoom, Safe Package, Holy Protection. It is amazing, and point out, he has way more experience than everyone else. Huh. He's also immune to curses, being a demon, so all these cursed equipments that I was holding on to for so long, I don't think he can wear the Death Mask, no. He can wear these, so the Massacre Sword, enjoy. Hits all enemies. The Hella Armor. I want to give him one of the Dragon Shields for breath protection. There's no Curse Shield that is any good. And he needs a hat. I need to get him an Iron Mask. I have an extra mask in here somewhere, right? I need to go buy him a mask. Because he can't wear the Death Mask for whatever reason. And he can use the Hella Hammer, but that's for like grinding slimes. He doesn't need that. So let's go get him a mask, and we have some things we want to do with Sorrow before we do anything else. I know St. Dandesburg sells Iron Masks, right? Bray, if you'd be so kind from the wagon, thank you. So, Sorrow is pretty much his niche is just as the hero, but better. There's an Iron Mask. And actually, I'm gonna give him a don't think this. Maybe let's see what Torneko says. Does this No. All right. I was thinking about breath protection on this, but maybe it has it. Maybe it doesn't. In case it doesn't, I'll buy a dragon mail for him. So now that we have Sorrow, we could go face off against Amon. He's hanging out in Diabolic Hall. But there's something else I want to do with him first. Now let's get him an accessory. His agility, 255. He's only matched up with Elena. Because Elena, she has no armband on. She's 176. Now he's brand new, so he's going to start with follow orders. Let's go ahead and fix that. And if we put Sorrow in the front, we get Sorrow's theme. Saros, it comes with a ton of MP. Alright, so what we want to do now is... we want to return to the Jokers up top. Well, I guess down low. Jeez, calm down, y'all. Sorrow, no! And this did not go well. Let's try this again. Nuts. This might be the most dangerous encounter, unless you can get two of those King Frog guys in one fight, double casting Maelstrom. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna take the final boss, and we're gonna go fight the actual strongest boss that we've encountered the entire game. We're gonna go beat up Egg Foo Young and Chow Mein again. Because of how much health Ragnar has, I'm thinking he gets to step in. Terminatators. Not quite sure what happened there. What did you do, Sorrow? Now he's using up a lot of his MP. I'm gonna tell him to stop that. Both of you, don't do that. Well, I guess that's just the attack with the Massacre Sword. Hits all enemies on the field. Alright, it looks like that armor has breath protection. He took as less damage as the rest. I did go left, okay. Things just keep screaming at us. No, I guess that's just an extra attack? Interesting. Although, if he can wear it, taking this Miracle Sword off of Torneko and giving it to Sorrow probably would have been the better way to go. But it's not a very long section here, since we know where to go. And you might have noticed up top, the picture's changed. Alright, everyone's set up. Or Bray with his this leather hat. There's only one happy hat in the game, unless you get a rare drop from a liquid metal slime. A rare time you kill one. It's a fair enough start. Like, what would it take to get you... Looks like an egg. Looks like a raw egg. A hard-boiled egg. Soft-boiled egg. Runny egg. Note the picture at the top. Shall we fight? Let's cock-a-doodle-do it! And boss time! It's the exact same fight. It's by no means any easier, but it's the exact same fight. Save my MP for using the power of Omni Heal. Should have started off the battle at full health. That probably would have been useful. Ow. And giving myself a meteorite armband to actually get it off in time. Right, he's still on Don't Use Magic. Let's fix that. If I get the opportunity. Alright, let's fix that. Okay, good. Yeah, Mina's not going to use the skill we need her for, so she can go back in the wagon. Just toss her corpse in there. You're not going to be useful. Get out of here. Lucky us. Big hit on Kaboom. Now we're talking, Sorrow. Pretty good use of Omni Heal there. Jeez. Oh, come on, Carol. All right. There, to come out here for a minute, take a hit, while we get ourselves back on our feet. Right, with the power shield, he might actually be able to hold his own for 2 seconds. Nuts. Nope, can't get lucky every time. Maybe he'll oomph us? That'd be pretty nice. Definitely need a bracer on the hero. That speed up. Alright. Power up. Carol's almost out of MP. Carol is out of HP. Alright, Maya's still alive. Oof. Oh, double hit. Rude. That's not what I meant. Mina into the lane. Who's wearing the Kerplunk bracer? I don't even remember. Someone had one on. That'll drop Maya. Oh, I was wearing it. Okay. Go, Sorrow, go! That's it for my healer, so... Young's gotta be close to death at this point. Staying confused for quite a while. Gotta give the Lucidus shard to the hero. Nuts. Who ended up with the Sages though? Alright, in that case, we're going to just go ahead and hit the reset. Yeah, there was enough that went wrong there that we could do just fine. Except... Huh. Never saved after well... Wait, we saved after getting... Huh? Wait a minute. Alright, we have the spears. Where's the Yggdrasil flower? Yeah, we have the stuff we got from... Yeah, Rose is back to life. She's following us. Oh, I guess I just didn't save after getting Sorrow. Okay. My bad. So yeah, as you saw from Egg Foo Young and Chow Mein, we're gonna need some more levels before we can reliably beat those guys. So I'm gonna grind in the Pinnacle Chapel area. I'm gonna grab Sorrow, do the grind, get everyone up to like level 40, which is where you're expected to beat him the first time, but I didn't want Sorrow to fall too far behind. So doing it this way means Sorrow then stays on curve with everyone else. Even though he has way more experience already, he actually levels up about the same way as everyone else. So I'm going to grab Sorrow, I'm going to do the grind off screen, and then next time we will go give them what for. Hope you like that casino theme, because there's a lot of it to hear. Maybe like level 37. Depends on how lucky we get with the metal slimes in the Pinnacle, like, dungeon area. The area with the graveyard just past the chapel actually has a pretty good chance of getting the metal slime enemies. So that'll be where I do the fighting. Unless I get really bored, then I'll go back to the Endor location that we did it in. No, that I showed off earlier, we didn't actually do it there, but the shrine near Endor. The liquid metal slimes there give 10,000 apiece, and the rest of the enemies have absolutely no threat. So that's not a terrible place to do it either. Just would want to put an armband on Elena and Sorrow so that they're both at max level, or max agility, so they get the maximum chance to go and get the kill in before they run away. The plan was to save at the chapel so that after I bounced off, even with Sorrow tanking so much. But enough went wrong in that fight that I didn't want to throw away the Kerplunk Bracer. I don't care about the cash, that's neither here nor there. So, next time we'll see a lot more health and stats on everybody and higher levels. Thanks for watching, have a great day, catch you next time.